You think you know fear, that chill that runs down your spine in a dark room, the feeling of being watched when you're all alone? We're about to take a journey into the heart of cinematic terror, counting down the 10 movies that have truly mastered the art of the scare, burrowing into our collective subconscious and refusing to let go. These aren't just jump scares. They are the moments that linger long after the credits roll, the images that flash behind your eyes in the dead of night. From psychological dread to supernatural horror, this is the definitive list of films that will haunt your nightmares. At number 10, we venture into the woods with The Blair Witch Project. Released in 1999, this film didn't just scare audiences, it changed the game. By popularizing the found footage genre, it blurred the line between reality and fiction, making us feel like we were right there, lost and hunted in the Maryland wilderness. The raw, shaky cam perspective and the unseen, ever-present threat created a primal sense of dread that relied not on what we saw, but on the terrifying power of our own imagination. The horror wasn't on the screen. It was in the rustling leaves and the strange piles of stones, a chilling reminder that sometimes the most terrifying things are those we can't see. Next, at number 9, we check into the Bates Motel with Alfred Hitchcock's 1960 masterpiece, Psycho. This film is a masterclass in suspense and psychological horror. It shattered cinematic conventions with its shocking twists and created one of film's most enduring and unsettling villains. The iconic shower scene is a moment of pure, visceral terror, but the film's true horror lies in its slow, creeping reveal of Norman Bates's disturbed mind. Hitchcock proved that the monsters we should fear most are not supernatural beings, but the ones that look just like us, hiding their darkness behind a welcoming smile. Coming in at number 8 is the film that made us terrified of our own televisions, 2002's The Ring. This American remake of the Japanese classic introduced a new kind of modern folklore, a cursed videotape that promises death in 7 days. The film's cold, blue-green aesthetic and its relentlessly bleak atmosphere created a pervasive sense of doom. The grainy, unsettling images on the tape and the terrifying emergence of Samara from the screen became instant horror iconography, tapping into our anxieties about the dark side of technology and the spread of viral, inescapable evil. Charging in at number 7 is the raw, grimy, and utterly relentless terror of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974. Tobe Hooper's film feels less like a movie and more like a documentary of a nightmare. Its sun-bleached, desolate setting and the sheer, unhinged brutality of Leatherface and his family create an atmosphere of suffocating helplessness. There is no escape, no logic, just a frantic, desperate fight for survival against a force of pure, chaotic violence. The sound of that chainsaw is one of cinema's most terrifying calling cards, a promise of a gruesome, inescapable end. At number 6, we leave Earth behind because in space, no one can hear you scream. Ridley Scott's 1979 sci-fi horror, Alien, is a perfect organism of a film. Set within the claustrophobic labyrinthine corridors of the Nostromo, the film builds an almost unbearable sense of tension. The xenomorph is a creature of biomechanical nightmares, a relentless and intelligent hunter. From the infamous chest-burster scene to the final desperate confrontation, Alien masterfully blends body horror with the terror of being stalked by a perfect predator in an environment where there is absolutely nowhere to hide. Breaking into our top 5 is Jordan Peele's 2017 cultural phenomenon, Get Out. This film redefined modern horror by weaving sharp social commentary into a deeply unsettling psychological thriller. The terror in Get Out isn't a monster or a ghost, but the insidious nature of systemic racism, personified by a seemingly welcoming liberal family. The concept of the sunken place, a state of paralyzed consciousness, is a terrifyingly brilliant metaphor for the loss of agency and identity, proving that the most disturbing horrors are often rooted in a twisted, all-too-real social landscape. At number 4, we have a film that will make you never want to be a caretaker at a remote hotel. Stanley Kubrick's The Shining from 1980. This is a descent into madness, meticulously crafted and rich with haunting ambiguity. The Overlook Hotel is a character in itself, its vast, empty halls echoing with a history of violence. Whether it's the ghostly twin girls, the river of blood from the elevator, or Jack Torrance's complete psychological collapse, every frame is designed to disorient and disturb, creating a chilling portrait of isolation and malevolent supernatural influence. Our number 3 spot takes us into a quarantine building with the 2007 Spanish found footage nightmare, REC. This film is a shot of pure adrenaline. By trapping us in real time with a news reporter and her cameraman, the movie creates an unparalleled sense of immediacy and claustrophobic panic. As a mysterious infection spreads through the apartment complex, the situation spirals from a routine story into a full-blown fight for survival in pitch-black stairwells. The night vision camera work doesn't just show us the horror, it plunges us directly into the heart of the chaos, making every scream and every shadow feel terrifyingly real. Taking the runner-up position at number 2 is a film that redefined family trauma, Ari Aster's 2018 debut, Hereditary. This is not a film you simply watch, it's an experience you endure. It begins with grief and slowly, methodically, peels back layers of reality to reveal a horrifying, preordained fate. The film's power lies in its shocking gut-punch moments and the quiet, creeping dread that permeates every scene. From the meticulously detailed dioramas to the shadowy figures clinging to the corners of a dark room. It's a relentless exploration of inherited despair that leaves you feeling shaken to your very core. Finally, at number 1, we have the film widely considered the most terrifying of all time, 1973's The Exorcist. William Friedkin's masterpiece didn't just scare audiences, it traumatized them. The film's unflinching depiction of a young girl's demonic possession is a battle between good and evil, faith and despair, played out in the most visceral and blasphemous ways imaginable. From the iconic image of a priest arriving in the fog to the unspeakable acts committed in that upstairs bedroom, The Exorcist tapped into our deepest fears about the vulnerability of the innocent and the existence of a malevolence far beyond our comprehension, earning its place as the undisputed king of horror. From the woods of Blair to the cursed halls of the Overlook, these films represent the pinnacle of cinematic fear, each one a unique and unforgettable journey into darkness. They've given us nightmares, made us check over our shoulders, and left an indelible mark on the landscape of horror. But terror is a personal experience, and the films that haunt us are as unique as our own fears. We've shown you our list of the most terrifying movies ever made, but now we want to know, what movie haunts your nightmares?